of people today living very close to the edge of denial river. Do you know what denial river is? We're going to talk about this in a little bit here. Santos Jr., wonderful Stockton, California evening. I hope that wherever you are, it is the same way. You are terrific. You are fantastic. Even if you feel like you're stuck in mud. Even if you feel like you're in the quicksand. You're not going to stay there, right? You are not going to stay in that pile. You cannot stay there. If you do, obviously the reason why you're there is probably because you were too close to the river of denial. We're going to talk a little bit about motivation in this video, and I hope that by the time this short clip is over, your pilot light is lit, the giant within you has been awakened, and your inner genius is coming to life. I am extremely grateful. I have to admit that. I'm very grateful to my digital coaches and digital mentors. I am very grateful to my Creator, my God, who has given me the King James Bible, and I live victoriously today, every single day, via His grace. Now, my motivation and my mission and my legacy for living today is to inspire you in a most positive, peculiar way so that you are living a life of positive courage and achievements. And you're developing, every single day you are developing those habits, those positive habits that you truly want and need to have in your life. Let me ask you, are you facing a mountain right now in your life? Do you have a mountain that's staring you down, that is very, very frightening, intimidating, kind of roaring at you, like, and you're just looking at that thing and you're just thinking, man, how in the heck am I going to do this? How am I going to pull this thing off? How am I going to overcome this thing? Well, the only way that you can do that is you're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to go over it. You're going to have to tunnel underneath it. You're going to have to go through on the left side or the right side, or you're going to have to ride somebody's back. You're going to have to get on somebody. You're going to have to piggyback on somebody that you know is going through or has gone through similar mountains until you can stand on your own 2 feet and do that on your own and get on the other side and look at that mountain and just basically just kind of relax and say, yeah, I got over this one. That is ammunition in your portfolio so that you can look back and whenever you need to pull out that ammunition out of your portfolio, because you're going to face more mountains in your life. You're going to face more quicksand. You're going to face more mud. And every once in a while, you're going to slip into it. Because I call it failing forward. Now, if you're looking and you're not doing, and if you know that you have to do something in your life and you're just putting it off and putting it off, again, we talked about getting close to that river of denial. Most people are falling in every single day because they're putting off that thing that they know deep down in their heart they must overcome. And for some reason, they're scared. For some reason, that mountain, that huge wall is so intimidating that it has frightened you. And you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're scared. You don't believe in yourself. You don't have the courage. You're not willing to take the risk. It's going to hurt your feet. It's going to hurt your back. It's going to hurt your brain. It's going to do something to you that's not going to feel good. Let me tell you something. Life isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be enjoyable. But the only way that we can honestly enjoy life is if we are educating ourselves, if we've taken that loose cord, that plug, and we've plugged it into an outlet somewhere that's going to juice us up. And I'm not just talking about just getting motivated. I'm talking about transformation. I'm talking about paradigm optimization. Inspiration and motivation is great, but if it doesn't light that pilot, if it doesn't spark, if it doesn't awaken that giant within you, it's not any good. It is not any good. You know, you can get into a pattern of just listening to motivation or inspiration and do absolutely nothing with it. You can become an addict. Just like an addict to social media or an addict to gambling or to cigarettes or to wine or to alcohol. Wine. You know what kind of wine I'm talking about? People that complain all the time. That's whining too. So you have to absolutely be determined in your mind. We are living in 2017. This is the psychozoic age, and we've been here for a while. The psychozoic age. We are being deceived by ourselves. We're being deceived by media, by music, by people, by places, even by experiences, because we are not consciously aware of what we're thinking about or how we should be responding or where we should be going or not going. Let me tell you that the only way that you're going to build courage in your life, the only way that you're going to build self-belief, the only way that you are going to overcome and achieve and live a victorious life every single day, you're going to have to do some rituals. You're going to have to change your lifestyle. Your daily plan of operation or daily plan of action is going to have to change if what you're doing isn't working. And the best two times, and I believe that people like Roger Bannister, who broke the 4-minute mile, Thomas Edison, Mr. Ford, right? I'm just going to say Mr. Ford or Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Mike Tyson. Who else? Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Anthony Brown, the writers of the King James Bible. I believe that my creator had a plan for that one. I believe that along the line somewhere, these individuals meditated early in the morning and late at night. They learned how to plug into, remember that loose plug? They learned how to plug into an outlet that was actually giving them the ability to believe in themselves. Obviously, videos, journaling, reading books, positive self-talk, visualization, meditation, yoga, exercise, all of these things help us if we use them. And you know, you can actually take small portions of these things and begin incorporating them into your life. Early in the morning, take a few minutes out, just early in the morning, begin to maybe watch a video upon getting out of bed or writing a few goals the night before and reading them as you start your day, or some affirmations or a little bit of a book. Grab something that you feel comfortable with that you can actually begin to program yourself with early in the morning and late at night. Those are the two best times to reprogram your subconscious. Those are the two best times where your subconscious is more open to suggestions. And there's the firing in your brain is not so active in that awakening state and just before drifting off into sleep before you go to bed. That's what I have found in my life that has been a tremendous asset in order for me to overcome gambling, smoking, a bad attitude, addictions, and all kinds of trauma that I've had. I've learned to forgive myself. I've learned to forgive others. I've learned to forgive myself some more. Even as I fail forward every single day, I get in front of the mirror and I talk to myself on a positive level. I'm reprogramming myself. And for a while there, when I first started doing this, it was a little awkward. It was a little bit difficult because I would get on the bandwagon and I would fall off a little bit. It's like I was beginning to ride a bike. It was like I was starting to tie my shoes. But man, it felt good doing it. It was a little bit intimidating. And I felt so alone. I felt so alone, and I didn't realize that I had many, many friends that I could count on. Today, I listen to, of course, I read the Bible. I'm very grateful to my Creator. I have to say this because I am extremely grateful to my Creator. His grace enables you and I to do what we do every single day. Smile. The books, the videos, the affirmations and the rituals, the exercise, the water that I drink, the mineral water. I'm thankful for all of that. It started somewhere. It started with a decision. It started with a hunger. And I began to capitalize on on visualization or the vision that I wanted to have of myself. See, I didn't have a proper vision of myself. I was scared. I was lonely. I was intimidated. I was an introvert. I was a fake. Now, I didn't know these things, but that's exactly what I was, because that's what was instilled into my paradigms early on during my childhood. And as I grew up, I just kept reinforcing those beliefs. But I'm telling you today, I feel like I'm unstoppable. And I am, again, my life mission and legacy is to encourage and energize people in a most positive and peculiar way. So again, you can develop courage, positive courage in your life. You can develop a lifestyle of achievement. And it's not going to happen overnight. You cannot keep putting it off. The things that you need to be doing in your life in order to overcome, you cannot be putting them off. If you stay in the mud, if you stay in the quicksand, you're going to go deeper and deeper, and eventually you're going to drown. You're never going to achieve those things that you want, even if it's just overcoming your own negative self. You know, I'm not talking about, well, I am talking about overcoming bad habits. You overcome bad habits by focusing on positive habits, by establishing positive habits. But it starts with one or two things. And I'll tell you, two of the greatest things that have helped me, I'm going to give you a little secret here, is positive self-talk and videos. When you master positive self-talk, and when you can get up early in the morning and start talking to yourself on the highest positive level possible, it is going to make a huge difference in your life. And then you incorporate videos with that. I'm telling you, my friend, you are going to become unstoppable. These lies that you're believing, these habits that are controlling you through belief systems, bullies, these negative patterns that you have, they're going to begin to drop off. You're not going to have to focus on, you're not going to need groups. You're not going to need a lot of things. All you're going to need is those two things, and those two things are going to catapult you into other things and other areas, and you're just going to become stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you're going to realize, man, I'm stronger than I realize. We humans are unstoppable. We're just scratching the surface. We don't really know what we're completely capable of doing. But I can tell you, as we look out into the world, we see some pretty fascinating things going on. And who is doing this? We are. Our thoughts, our words, especially when we put them down on paper, blueprint. My friend, it's time to stop, and it's time to start looking deep down inside yourself and say, hey, you know what? I want to be happier every day. I want to overcome. I am going to overcome. I am going to master this thing. I am going to go through whatever it is that I got to go through in order to get from point A to point B. I am. I will. I can. That's how you got to do it. But the only way you're going to do it is if you're plugged in. I would encourage you to watch more of these videos. Check out my playlists. Share these videos, these micro speeches that you're watching. Share them, because the more you share them, when you give, it comes back to you. And it may not come back in the form that you think, but it does come back, because you're helping others. And you're expanding on this vision. You're helping others become soldiers of self-mastery. I tell you, man, it's hard. It's hard for me to go to sleep sometimes. It's easy for me to wake up in the morning because I'm excited every single day. You know, when you wake up with a smile, when you wake up with a pep in your step, when you have vision, when you have purpose, when you are overcoming, when you know that you are overcoming and achieving in your life, man, it's mind-blowing. And who doesn't want to be around people like that? Well, negative people don't. So, once again, I want to thank you for giving yourself permission to watch this video. I want to thank you for giving yourself permission to grow, to change, to create progress, to become a soldier of self-mastery. I want to thank you for sharing this video, for commenting, for subscribing, and for liking. So, that being said, I'll see you on my next video at the very top on another day with some better content, maybe at a different site. But before then, let's make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day, daily, in spite of and because of. And most of all, man, we will maintain ourselves in a state of peak performance and peace, my friend. Peace.